Welcome back, everyone. It is Super Bowl Sunday finally here. I was in high school the last time the Bengals were there.
At least they've been there. Let's not go there with that, though.
You don't want to tell that to a Browns fan. But we are concerned about what food, what snacks we're going to have that day. Who better than to have Chef Lauren Bondrowski with us? Also to her left is Chef Misty Lee. She heads up the Culinary Arts program at Lima City Schools. Oh my gosh, you're building everything around the meat, right?
Yes.
Tell us what you got here.
Well, we decided to do kind of like a charcuterie board, but we would typically put this across your whole table.
Okay.
Or your counter. Just spread foil out and then just start building from there. You can keep everything laid right out. Blend your colors so you don't put the greens with the greens and so on. Like I added the blue chips because I thought that would just kind of pop. You know, in 15 minutes in, it's going to look horrible when everybody comes in. So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we got, I would say it's my homemade taco meat recipe. I use it in my concession trailer for my loaded fries and my chili dogs. But we also use it at home for spaghetti, hot dogs, super nachos, and lots of things. So
it smells great. What is it?
Yeah,
what's in there?
Okay, so I use ground sirloin. That's my meat of choice. You could use turkey, deer, whatever, bison. Brown that up, and then we add a few spices. Did you put the recipe online?
I will put the recipe online, but what?
You brown that with some jalapenos, some onions, cumin, garlic, chili powder. And then you get it browned up, put in some beef broth and some tomato paste, let it simmer, then you can just throw it in a crock pot. I make a lot of it ahead of time. Sometimes I do 5 or 10 pounds at a time and freeze it.
Oh
And then you just break it out and throw it in the crock pot.
That's interesting with the beef broth and stuff like that in there.
Well, you want anything to taste really good, just add a little bit of beef broth.
Yeah.
And not the bouillon cubes. I pick up a jar of base, or sometimes there's something called Better Than Bouillon people use. And tend to make your own. But if you don't like to do that, you can buy the little jars or the little boxes of it. So that really adds a lot of flavor to it. I use that in my chili as well. Actually, if I'm going to make chili, I just pull this out and throw beans in it.
I was going to say, yeah, one step and you're done.
Yeah, and I think I demoed a recipe here a couple years ago with like a red beans and rice. This can be used for that type of thing too. So it goes a long way.
Yeah.
So you can do a lot with it.
Looks good.
So, but it's really good at a taco show, on a soft taco show, on the nachos. My grandson, Lucas, I'm talking about you right now. He likes super nachos, so that's what he had for lunch. He said, man, Grandma, that was good. So, I mean, hey, you know, so it's really good on the hot dogs, Jeff. I know that you're probably a hot dog fan.
Heck yeah.
You're going to put that in a bowl. You're going to dump that on top.
Right.
You're going to drizzle the cheese on, throw some of this on, and have at it. So it's delicious.
I like the way it's laid out because you can use what, like I would love the black olive. Someone else might not. You know, you like the tomatoes, so you can just add what you want on there and create the whole dish of what you want.
Yeah, you can build your own. What I really like about it, at the end of the day, you just take the foil and wad everything up and toss it out if you don't. So the cleanup is minimal. And you can just spread it out on your kitchen counter, you know. Be cautious. Your meat, typically, I would have this plugged in because you want to keep this out of the temperature danger zone. You want to keep it, nice and hot, above 145 degrees. So that way it's going to be held safely. So if you have it sitting out, you want to have some kind of heat on it.
Well, you mentioned it's easy cleanup. I mean, if you have stuff left over by the end of the game, you should just throw that away, right?
You should.
I mean,
you should. Just get rid of it.
Right.
So bring a lot of hungry people.
Yeah. Do you guys have a preference on the nacho cheese or types of cheese or whatever?
I honestly, on this one right here, I used just canned cheddar cheese, a small can of cheddar cheese, threw in some Velveeta and a big scoop of salsa. That's only because I didn't have a can of Rotel tomatoes.
Okay.
I would have done some Rotel tomatoes.
Oh, so you can switch it out, the salsa or the tomatoes, or put both in?
Yeah, you can switch it out.
Oh.
Either one is delicious.
Now, at your house, how long would this be, this whole setup, do you think? We're talking 5, 6 feet? What are we, it's the size of a human being laid down.
Well, doing the Super Bowl at my house, so it can be very interesting.
Right.
You can also, honestly, it's like some sauteed chicken strips.
Oh, okay.
You can do pork.
Guacamole would be good.
Yes,
fresh jalapenos,
guacamole.
cilantro. You can add any of your favorite toppings on the board.
Right,
That's a great idea.
So you just like think of things that you love and they can all go together and just add it on there.
Yeah, a white queso sauce would be delicious as well.
Oh, that would be.
Holly's trying to get me hooked on guac.
I am trying to get him hooked on guac. All right, we're going to take a break and then come back and talk more about Career Tech Month and what's happening at Lima Senior. So don't go away. Welcome back. We're talking about food and the Super Bowl and career possibilities. We've got Chef Misty and Chef Lauren in with us from Lima Senior Culinary Arts. And all right, so we've got the food down and stuff. And Lauren, is this the kind of stuff that you're trying to teach kids, you know, think about, you know, laying out your food like this in colors. I mean, let's talk more about the culinary arts program.
So I'm trying to teach them that they don't have to follow just a recipe. Put your creativity on it, put what you like in it, use the recipe as the base, and then let's expand on it.
Yeah, I love that. Well, you mentioned the color. Like, I would never think of that. But then I look at this, and it's just, like, beautiful. I don't even know if I want to get
Right,
into
it's
it.
almost you don't want to touch it.
But there's a lot of facets to it, isn't it, when you're presenting food,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
You eat with your eyes.
You eat with your eyes, and
The food presentation is part of the program.
Yeah.
I mean, this is Career Tech Month, and I know at Lima City Schools, you guys have a lot of possibilities, and culinary arts is just one of them.
It is just one of them. I do want to highlight that we have just added a couple more new programs. Audio engineering is one. You may see some of them students up here around
All right,
the
we'll
studio
take 'em.
someday.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And then we also have our ag program. We started a couple years ago. Just it's kind of in its infancy stages, but we are doing outdoor occupations with them. So we're building that program, and we have a lot of phenomenal things going on. We have a real exciting instructor, Courtney Morris. He's got a lot of energy. He did have a drone flying down the hallway when I left school this morning. So I mean, you never know what's going to be happening out there. A lot of exciting things, a lot of career opportunities for students to just grow. You know, automotive, construction, marketing, and we can just go on and on with the graphic arts, early childhood education. What am I missing
patient
there?
care.
Oh, patient care. But I mean, even your students, the Spartan Inn's open, right?
The Spartan Inn is closed right now. We're going to be opening back up March 3rd
Sweet.
through the end of the year.
Okay, excellent. Well, thank you, chefs, for
Yep.
coming in. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
We're ready for the Super Bowl
We
now.
are ready for
We're
the
to
Super
eat.
Bowl. All right, thanks for joining us today.
Dr. Phil's next on NBC Lima. Have a great afternoon.